Create claim. This video guides you through the process of making a claim. A claim is the request made for a certificate once the learner has completed learning associated with a qualification. In order to create a claim, you must input the grades associated with each unit. Claims can be made on an individual basis, one learner at a time, or in bulk, two or more learners submitted at the same time against the same qualification and including the same units. This video provides guidance on how to do both, as well as explains the different types of claims you are able to make: full, fallback and interim. The prerequisites for making a claim: you have access to Centre Administrator role. If you have multiple roles, you have selected Centre Administrator. The learner has been registered against a qualification containing at least one internally assessed unit. The learner has received unit grades. Firstly, we need to log into Qualification Management application and select the Learner Management app from the top of the screen. From the Learner Management icon, select Create, followed by Create Claim. From the Create Claim screen, you have 4 steps you will need to complete. Step 1. Qualifications. Select the qualification you wish to claim against. 1 qualification per claim. Step 2. Units. Select the units you are claiming for. If you intend to make a bulk claim for one or more learner, they must all have achieved the same units, grades, resulting in a full claim. For learners with different pathways or grades, fallback, full, or interim, we encourage you to make an individual claim. Step 3. Learners. Select the learners you are claiming for. Step 4. Grades. This is where you'll grade your learners for each unit. There are 2 ways in which you can search for your qualification required for your claim. Number 1. Select. Filter and identify the qualification for a stepped approach which aligns with the qualification specification on the Pearson Qualifications website. Number 2. Search. Enter text into the search bar, such as the qualification title, the QN number, or the QMA qualification reference. This is the quickest method. For this video, we're going to use the Select stepped approach. Start by selecting the qualification suite. You need to click on the suite title. Next, select the subject area, making sure to click on the title. When clicking on the titles, you will notice that they are underlined, confirming you have selected them. Finally, select your qualification, again making sure to click on the title. As mentioned, we could have used the Search tab, which allows you to search by typing the product reference, the title, or QN code. Next, click on Continue at bottom left. You will notice that the qualification has moved to the Your Claim Summary at the top of the screen. You are able to change or remove the qualification by clicking Edit. Alternatively, click the Previous button at bottom left to return to the qualification screen. You now need to add units for the claim. You are able to use the search fields in each table column to narrow your search down. You can search by unit title, unit accreditation number, group, guided learning hours, or credit value. You will also notice an arrow next to each column heading. By clicking on these arrows, a drop-down menu will appear, allowing you to sort and filter results, and also add columns to each search. For this video, we will demonstrate the group search. Type the mandatory or the optional group letter, i.e. A, B, C. By searching Group A, a list of all the units in that group will be returned. To select a unit, click either the Select box at the left of the title, or anywhere on the unit line or row. If you are selecting all the units, click on the Select All tick box. Repeat this process until you have selected all units. Once you have selected all the units, click Add. The units you've just selected will move to the claims summary at the top of the screen. This will show you how many units you have selected out of all the units that are available. Next, click Continue. You are able to change or remove the units by clicking Edit. Alternatively, click Previous at bottom left to return to the unit selection screen. You now need to add a learner. A list of all the learners registered against the selected qualification will be shown. You can again use the search fields within each table column to narrow your search. You can search by first name, surname, date of birth, unique learner number, or Pearson Learner ID. Again, you can click on the arrows next to each header to filter and/or add additional search criteria. Once you have located your learners, click on the select box at left of the learner's name, or click anywhere on the learner line or row. If selecting all learners, click the Select All tick box. Next, click Add. The learners you have added will now show in the Your Claim summary at the top of the page. You now have a breakdown of the whole claim. You can edit the qualification, units, and learners you have selected by clicking Edit under each header. Alternatively, you can return to the previous screens by clicking the Previous button at bottom left. If you are happy to proceed, click Continue. The Grade screen gives further details of your claim. You will now be given a unique claim reference number in the Your Claim summary at the top of the page. To add learner grades, click Update at bottom left. You will now be able to input grades against the learners and units selected, as well as select the type of claim you are seeking. The table you see provides a view of the units and learners that are part of the claim. Here you can report on the award type, award date, and grades. Using the drop-down menu, select the award types: fallback, full, or interim. Fallback. The learner has completed some of the units required, but does not plan to complete the remaining units and is therefore going off program. Once claimed, the learner will receive a unit certificate or notification of performance. The registration will close and the learner status against this product will change to complete. Full. The learner has completed all the units necessary aligned with the rules of combination associated with the qualification and is eligible to receive a full certificate. Once claimed, the learner will be issued a full certificate. The registration will close and the status will change to complete. Interim. The learner has completed only some of the units required, but does not plan to complete the remaining units at this time. Once claimed, the learner will receive a unit certificate or notification of performance. The registration status will remain active until all units are completed and the claim is made. Next, using the drop-down menu, select the award date by clicking on the calendar. The award date refers to the date the learner completed their assessment against the qualification. This date is what appears on the certificate and can be backdated up to 3 months. You will now add the grades for each learner. By highlighting a unit, the unit title will pop up to clarify which unit you are about to grade. Please remember, if you are making a bulk claim for more than one learner, they must all have achieved the same units and grades, resulting in a full claim. For those learners with different pathways or grades, fallback, interim and full, we would encourage you to make individual claims. By clicking on the drop-down arrow, each unit will show the grade, pass or fail. Selecting a grade in this way will populate all the learners in the table with the grade you have chosen. To grade an individual learner, click on the relevant unit in the learner table. Once you have added all the grades for the selected learners, click Save Changes. If you have made an error, or do not wish to save the grades, you can click Cancel Changes. You are now brought back to the Claim Overview screen. You will notice that the learners at the bottom of the screen will now show as eligible, and the learner claim status is submitted. Eligible. The learner is eligible for the award type you have selected and meets the required rules of combination for grades selected against the units. Eligible learners will show a claim status of submitted. Ineligible. The learner is not eligible for the award type you have selected. Ineligible learners will show as unsubmitted. If you have an ineligible learner, click on the eye icon and you will be presented with a view of the pathways and the reason why your learner does not meet the rules of combination.